Hello and welcome. Today is the 3rd of July 2021. Some new questions that I wrote for the synoptic papers. I believe this is in the synoptic paper Y. It's the last three that I need to write. Some coordinate geometry. I didn't have enough decent questions. So this is what this question is actually saying. We have the straight line L whose equation is 3x minus 2y is equal to 12. The point P has coordinates 12 minus 1. If that is the case, can we find the reflection of the point P about this particular line? So the question now is, where do we start with something like this? And the answer is, of course, with a diagram. This is where we start, just to see what is going on with this particular question. This is not to scale at all. I mean, the line could have negative gradient. I don't care really. This is the line L, and the line L is 3x minus 2y is equal to 12. If I need to rearrange it, I will. And I'm looking to the problem. This is now the point P, whose coordinates is 12 minus 1. And we're gonna have the reflection. And this is, in fact, it will become more obvious in the question. The difficulty with this question, so year 12 question really, is a 4.5, is because most people do not kind of understand what does reflection mean in a geometric sense. So at the moment, this is what reflection means. Reflection means two things. First of all, right angle there about the mirror line. And it means, if we call this point Q, with unknown coordinates, and this is the point R with unknown coordinates also, this is the midpoint. The point R is the midpoint of PQ. So essentially we're saying these two lengths are equal. So how do we approach this problem? First of all, go a right angle there. So it's to do with gradients. 3x minus 12 is equal to 2y. So y is equal to 3 over 2 x minus 6. So the first thing to note is that the grad of PQ is in fact minus 2/3. Okay, so at the moment, what we found is that this line through P and Q has gradient minus 2/3. Can we find its full equation? Why do we want this full equation? It's a good idea because if we have the equation of this line and the equation of this line, we can find by solving simultaneously the equation of, it's not the equation, the coordinates of R. And if we have the coordinates of R, maybe we can find the coordinates of Q. So we proceed with this plan. So the equation now of PQ is y minus, or rather, let's actually write the full, how we normally write it, y1, y0, or whatever you tend to use, x minus x0. So using the point now 12 minus 1 to find this, y plus 1, the correct gradient, which is minus 2/3, because it's perpendicular, x minus 12, multiply by 3y, 3y plus 3 is minus 2x plus 24, and the equation will eventually be 2x plus 3y is equal to 21. And it's this is the line PQ. They label this as L. Okay, but for this one, we don't have a label. All right, so far so good. Where are we with all of this? Well, where we are in fact, what's happening with this? Is this pen writing or is it dead as well? Got another dead pen. So let's see if I haven't used them for a little while. I bought them months ago, but maybe they dried up. No, I think it's something to do with the. No, this is dead as well. Okay, maybe they sold me loads of bad pens. They all have exactly the same problem. All right, let's see if I can find. The reason I like this pencil because it's a little bit thinner than the other one, so it's they're much nicer to write with. But clearly they don't have a big shelf life, so it's very, very annoying. Okay, let's now. We got this, the equation of this line and the equation of this line. We can solve this simultaneously to find the coordinates of R. And we have 3x minus 2y is equal to 12. Actually, probably it'll be easier if we are writing this form. It doesn't really matter now, as I wrote it, I'm not going to wrap it off. So that's the line L, and this one we just found is 2x plus 3y is equal to 21. Multiply this by 3 and this by 2, or whatever is your favorite method. And 9x minus 6y is equal to 36. 4x plus 6y is equal to 42. I'm going to add these two equations and I'm going to get 13x is equal to 78. X is equal to 6, and of course using this particular form that I've got in there, which will give me the y very easily. 1.5 times 6 is 9, 9 take away 6 is 3. Therefore, what I have concluded from that is the point that I marked in my question as point R has coordinates 6, 3. And now the game is up. I want the reflection. The way I will do it as follows. I will do it by inspection. 12 minus 1. This is 6, 3. That's the point P. That's the point R. And this is the required point, which of course is the point Q. And if you look what happens as I'm going from, this is the midpoint, so I'm just looking at the mappings. 12, 6, 0, because of course I got minus 6 and I have to have another minus 6. Minus 1 to 3, I'm adding 4, and I need to do the same thing to take me to 7. And the problem has now finished. The coordinates of the point Q, writing in coordinate form, is the point 0, 7. And that's really a neat little problem. Of course, it looks kind of fairly daunting when you first look at it. And it is, it involves quite a lot of work and a lot of different things from coordinate geometry. But once you break it into little bits and with a diagram, everything begins to make sense. Okay, this is the end of the problem. I'm going to do another problem which has rotation very, very soon, so keep an eye for that. It's going to be on a different paper. For the time being, I'm signing out and I'll see you real soon. Bye for now.